And what do we have here from judicialwatch.org? Weekly update, new FBI docs on Clinton email scandal. You mean there's more? You mean there's more? I thought it was just all this little, you know, ask some of the liberals, a couple of liberals I work with, mainly one I work with. Hey, what about that? You know, it's just little emails. It's no big deal. It's these little email things. No big deal. No big deal. There's more? And it goes back to Loretta Lynch on the tarmac? You mean like we said? Oh, they just talked about their grandkids, and Bill Clinton went on the talk on the plane she was on, you know, Loretta. We aren't stupid. Yeah, you guys are conspiracy theorists. They probably did just have a silly little conversation, whatever. Oh no, we knew what it was. You're not going to press charges against my wife because such and such is how that went. So what do we have here? Judicial Watch uncovers hidden. Remember the agent, Mr. Stroke? Stroke? I'm just going to call him Stroke because he might be having a stroke soon. You know, he may have a stroke after all this. The one that was having the affair with the other lady, Lisa Page. Yeah, so Judicial Watch uncovers hidden stroke emails in Clinton Lynch tarmac documents. This is just too rich. We now have emails from notorious anti-Trump, pro-Hillary Clinton FBI officials who seem to confirm that James Comey and Loretta Lynch decided to let Hillary Clinton ride on her email abuses before she was even interviewed by the FBI. So that takes it a step further now, doesn't it? Before there was even an interview, they've already decided. Yeah, of course, she's part of one of our club members. Of course. Remember the jacket? Members only. I had one of those black jackets. It was my dad. Papa gave it to me when I was a kid. Wore my members only jacket to school. Members only. She's a member. Of course she's getting off the hook. We don't care. It doesn't matter what she did. We're not going to go after her. Remember Loretta Lynch? Well, we're not going to say if we're going to go after her or not. We'll have to see if the FBI decides they want us to or not. Remember that one? Like, oh yeah, we're the biggest law enforcement in the land, but we're going to wait for the FBI to tell us if we should or shouldn't. Right. The disclosure is found in 16 pages of FBI documents related to the infamous June 16th tarmac meeting, which again, I'm sure you guys remember that, between former Attorney General Loretta Lynch and former President Bill Clinton. The FBI originally informed us it could not locate any records related to the tarmac meeting. Sorry, we tried to find those, but we don't have any additional information. We can't find. What? What's that? However, in a related Freedom of Information Act lawsuit, the Justice Department located emails in which Justice Department officials communicated with the FBI and wrote that they had communicated with the FBI. As a result, by letter dated August 10th, 2017, the FBI stated, quote, upon further review, we subsequently determined potentially responsive documents may exist. As a result, your FOA, Freedom of Information request has been reopened. This is the second batch of documents the FBI produced since telling us they had no tarmac-related records. So this makes 2 cover-ups now. It goes on to say, we obtained the documents in response to our October 2016 Freedom of Information Act lawsuit, Judicial Watch versus U.S. Department of Justice, filed after the Justice Department failed to comply with our July 7th, 2016 Freedom of Information Act request for all FD 302 forms. And remember that? Now we're finding out that I'm not sure which one did it. It was either not Comey. It was the other guy. McCabe maybe changed one of the 302 documents. May have modified it. Anyways, in November 2017, we revealed 29 pages of FBI documents showing officials were concerned about a leak that Bill Hinton delayed his aircraft taking off in order to maneuver a meeting with the Attorney General. The resulting story in the Observer was discussed in this production of documents. The Stroke email was absent from this production. Another Stroke email suggests the decision of the Clinton email matter had been under discussion since April 2016, 3 months before then FBI Director James Comey announced he would recommend no prosecution. Massive epic failure. National security issue times 10. Don't think she needs to be prosecuted, though. You mean wipe it with a cloth? Don't you just love hearing her voice? Don't you just miss hearing her voice? And hearing the hacking? Or seeing her trip over stuff? Have any of you seen her new back brace? Have any of you seen her new back brace sticking out? Oh, massively sticking out. Yeah, she has no problem walking or anything. You know, that wasn't her being dragged into the van that day. You know, no. On July 3rd, 2016, an email with the subject line, "Must read security article." Someone from the FBI Security Division forwards the article in the Observer and reveals concern. I believe that the source quoted in the article is one of the local Phoenix LEOs, or law enforcement officers. Needless to say that I have contacted the Phoenix office and will contact the locals who assisted in an attempt to stem any further damage. This is exactly why our discretion and judgment are the foundation of the AG's trust in our team, which is why we can never violate that trust, like the source did in this article. In a July 1st, 2016 email, from the unidentified official in the FBI Security Division sent to officials in several FBI offices with the subject line, "Media reports not for dissemination." Sent in the wake of the tarmac meeting, an FBI official warns his colleagues, "Our job is to protect the boss from harm and embarrassment." No, that's not your job. I'm pretty sure when you signed up for the FBI, nowhere in there did it say, whoever your boss is, if they commit treason, felonies, crimes, it's your job to make them look good and hide stuff. Pretty sure it didn't say that, you know, and then save them from embarrassment. No. He emphasizes that FBI officials should ask themselves, quote, "What issues are currently being reported in the media, and what actions or interactions or situations that the director may be and could impact them." The official then cites an example of a public relations disaster near miss when Comey's plane literally just missed Clinton's plane when they flew into the White Plains, New York airport a few months earlier, and saying, quote, "Imagine the optics and the awkward situation we would have put the director in, we would have been at the FBO at the same time as Secretary Clinton." So in other words, another near miss, right? In July 1st, 2016, email exchange, FBI Section Chief Rachel Rojas warns a colleague to stay away from discussion of the Clinton-Lynch tarmac meeting following publication of the meeting unless they hear from a higher-up. The colleague responds that the next day, telling Rojas not to worry because, quote, "I know better," winking. She adds that, quote, "It was a DOJ OPA," which is Office of Public Affairs, "who threw us under the bus." And then the other lady replies, "DOJ is likely overwhelmed, so in hoping it wasn't intentional. I know it wasn't you guys because I know you have great judgment. Nothing good would come from that. Her staff should have avoided that scenario, but the Bureau will be fine, but obviously disappointed on how this is happening. Unfortunately, she's taking heat from all over the place, and I feel bad for her. I know she didn't want this on her plate or for this to happen." End quote. The colleague then concludes by saying that he/she thought the leaker was a Phoenix cop assisting with the motorcade. And if that's the case, who that Phoenix cop was, you the man. Or maybe you were a woman. Either way. Those emails are simply astonishing. No wonder the FBI hid them from the court and us. They show anti-Trump, pro-Clinton FBI agent Peter Strzok admitting the decision not to prosecute the Clinton email issue was made back in April of 2016, long before Hillary Clinton was interviewed. And the new emails show that the FBI security had the political objective of protecting then-Director Comey from embarrassment, which is frankly disturbing. Here's an additional background. On June 27, 2016, Attorney General Loretta Lynch met with former President Bill Clinton on board a parked plane at Sky Harbor International Airport in Phoenix, Arizona. The meeting occurred during the then ongoing investigation of Miss Clinton's email server, and only a few days before she was interviewed by the Justice Department and FBI. We filed a request on June 30th that the U.S. Department of Justice Office of the Inspector General investigate that meeting. The tarmac meeting also came just days before former FBI Director James Comey held the July 5th, 2016 press conference in which he announced that no charges would be filed against Ms. Clinton. In his subsequent May 3rd, 2017 testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee, Comey said the Lynch-Clinton tarmac meeting was the capper among a number of things that had caused him to determine that the Department of Justice leadership could not credibly complete the investigation in declined prosecution without grievous damage to the American people's confidence in the justice system. The latest documents are more evidence that the arrogant FBI assumed its secrets would never see the light of day. Judicial Watch proved them wrong. As Donald Trump said back in the old running of office, wrong. No, that's wrong. Court hearing ordered for our suit seeking DOJ Fusion GPS records. Piece by piece, we're dismantling the Rube Goldberg conspiracy to take down a president. At every step, the Justice Department is putting up roadblocks, an indication that the deep state is still alive and well and now being accommodated by Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Here's a piece of our effort. A federal court ordered a hearing for next week in our lawsuit for communications of the Office of the Attorney General with Nellie Orr, the wife of former senior DOJ official Bruce Orr, who was critical to the Clinton/DNC dossier authored by Christopher Steele. The suit is before U.S. District Judge Reggie B. Walton. Outrageously, the Justice Department is resisting our request to search Attorney General Sessions' office and otherwise is stonewalling, searching for, and releasing records. Hold on. We filed a lawsuit on March 1st, 2018, after the DOJ failed to respond to a December 12th, 2017 Freedom of Information Act request seeking all records of contact or communication, including but not limited to emails, text messages, and instant chats between DOJ officials in the Attorney General's office and Fusion GPS employee or contractor Nellie Orr. In December 2017, Bruce Orr was removed from his position as U.S. Associate Deputy Attorney General after it was revealed he conducted undisclosed meetings with dossier author Christopher Steele and Glenn Simpson, principal of Fusion GPS. A House Intelligence Committee memo released by Chairman Devin Nunes on February 2nd notes that Nellie Orr was employed by Fusion GPS to assist in the cultivation of opposition research on Trump, and that Bruce Orr passed the results of that research, which was paid for by the Democratic National Committee, DNC, and the Hillary Clinton campaign to the FBI. The Orr scandal is bad enough, but it beyond belief we have to battle the Sessions DOJ in federal court for basic information about the Spygate-related scandal. And then there's one little last piece here, but I don't even need to go there. All I know is I think things are about to get exciting. Take care.